And I'm probably gonna piss some SEALs off with it, but no SEAL has ever had to rescue us. Every single time a SEAL has been behind enemy lines and needed some help, they call us to come get them.
Give me an idea. We hear these stories about these special forces guys, specifically the Navy SEALs in the Hell Week. Mm-hmm. And they're up for a full week or 5 straight days, and it's just torture on every single level. What's the equivalent in the Army Rangers?
Selection. Like, we don't have a Hell Week where it's 5 days of just being up doing physical activities without sleep. And I don't even think they go the entire 5 days. I think it's like 3 days and some change. But they get weekends off. Like, we didn't have weekends off. Our days it was just all one long day. So I would say.
Now, I don't know if that's accurate or not, folks. Let me know in the comment section below if they do get weekends off. Anyways, I saw this clip, and there's some things in here that I don't agree with, so I just wanted to give you guys my 2 cents. If they do get weekends off, that would make sense, because there's a rumor going out there that allegedly that Marcus Luttrell's twin brother actually swapped in for him while he was going through Hell Week.
Election for us was pretty brutal. But like, I'm kind of biased. I respect the SEALs for what they do, but when it comes to like being overseas doing stuff, there's only one unit that outshines Navy SEALs, Green Berets, and Delta Force, all those units. It's the Army Rangers. Like,
that's a pretty bold statement, right? Because again, we're all biased to an extent when it comes to our personal unit that we're a part of. Me as an SF guy, yeah, I tend to lean a little bit, to the right as far as bias goes when it comes to Green Berets, right? Like, I'm always going to be more in favor of them than anyone else. That's just how it is. And him for the Rangers, rightfully so. But to say that Rangers did more work overseas than Delta Force, than Green Berets, and all the other units that were there, like, that's a pretty bold statement, and one that I don't agree with. Yeah, we all played our part. Delta Force had their thing going on. Green Berets had their thing going on. And Rangers, rightfully so, they had their things going on, right? But it was evenly spread, right? No one unit outshined the other.
The only unit that's killed and captured more enemy targets, been consecutively deployed the entire duration of the global war on terrorism, no days off.
So every single soft entity has been part of the global war on terrorism, Afghanistan, Iraq, since it begun. It wasn't just the Rangers, right? And the way that works is, for example, Special Forces, Green Berets, right? Like 3rd Special Forces Group, we would go and for a couple of iterations, we would have a section of the country that we would be responsible for. So 3rd Group, within the 4 battalions that we had, companies would rotate throughout that area, right? So every 6 months, they had a company coming back to the States and a new company going downrange. Same thing with Delta Force. Same thing with the SEAL teams. Same thing with Ranger Battalion, right? Like, all their different battalions would rotate in to whatever area that they were responsible for. No one took a break while this war was going on. So to say that the Rangers were the only one that were consecutively involved in this conflict, it's actually false, right? If anything, Green Berets, Special Forces, we were there at the very beginning with the Omega teams, with 5th Group, with Triple Nickel, like getting embedded with the CIA teams, the Jawbreaker teams, and we're the first one in country to begin that conflict. And then we stayed all the way to the end, right? So this statement right here is actually pretty false.
There was never a time a Ranger was not over there. And I'm probably going to piss some SEALs off with it, but no SEAL has ever had to rescue us. Every single time a SEAL has been behind enemy lines and needed some help, they call us to come get them. Marcus Luttrell, the guy from Lone Survivor,
yep. Yep.
We went in to rescue him. Roberts Ridge, early on in the war, RIP, but he ended up passing away. He fell out the helicopter. Rangers had to go in to help them out. I was on a mission with SEAL Team 6, and they needed some assistance getting some guys out, so they called us, and it's for a reason.
Now, that statement's pretty accurate, right? There has been a lot of Rangers sacrificing themselves to get the SEALs out of trouble, right? And I'll post this question to you guys. If those guys are so badass, why are they always needing rescue, right? That's one that I'm curious about. So this statement right here is actually pretty correct. It's pretty accurate. Like, when guys get in a jam, like, they will send in Rangers. But it's because the Rangers are a bigger entity. They're a bigger unit, right? They're organized similar to your big army platoons, right? So a Ranger platoon will have like 30 plus dudes, as opposed to a Green Beret team will have 12 dudes, or a Delta Force team will have like 6 or 7 dudes. So it just makes more sense to send in the elite of the elite when it comes to infantry, which is a group of 30 plus dudes, Maldoons, that is going to go wreak havoc, right? So that's why they're used so much to go help in recovery operation, because there's so many of them.
You know, they're bad dudes too, but we're just real bad.
Okay, how tall are you?
Again, man, like, he's gonna lean a little bit to the right as far as biases goes, because that's, you know, his unit, his boys, and more power to him. And everyone's gonna do the same, right? SEALs are gonna lean to the right when it comes to SEALs. Air Force dudes are gonna do the same, and SF guys are gonna be. But I get it, right? But let's just make sure whatever we're saying is actually accurate and not left for interpretation. All right, guys, let me know what you guys think about this one in the comment section below. Until next time, take care of yourselves.